Almost. It's loading itself, resume. Okay, we are good. All right, rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Roll call. I'm here. Helen's here. Jamie's here. Angelica and Nick are not. Did you guys have a chance to review the minutes from June 2nd, 2026?
Yes.
Yeah. Good. I'll make a motion that approve the minutes from June 2nd, 2026.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Claims, Paul? Yeah, your your docket claims. These are the minutes that you just approved. Those are the minutes from from our last meeting that I didn't have anybody sign. Yeah, docket claims on the agenda tonight in the amount of $315.47. And I'm assuming those are these are for the Parks Department, drainage around the slotted drain tile. All right, do we have a motion for the docket portion for 315.47?
I'll make a motion.
Jamie,
Second.
Ellen. All right, all in favor? Opposed? All right. Non-docket for 5264.79? Yes, those are primarily reimbursements to the TIF districts for funds that have already been expended. Do we need to sign anything on the docket yet? On the docket, when I've got it in here, you'll need to sign the docket, you'll need to sign the white page. This is the non-docket claim. It needs to be signed by all of you as well.
Okay.
Thank you, Helen. I'll make a motion to approve the non-docket for $5,264.79.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Okay. Next item on your agenda is a request to amend the calendar year 2026 TIF annual spending plan to allocate $173,000 from the 400 West City allocation area to street maintenance. And what that will be utilized for is it's going to go into part of the 4th Street project to take care of the problems they've got underneath the pavers. The two spreadsheets you have, one is a copy of the annual spending plan showing the revision, and then the second spreadsheet shows the where the money's coming from from all the sources for the project. Okay, so do we have a motion to approve the 173,000 from the 400 West to the city fund for street maintenance?
I'll make a motion to approve the $173,000.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. All right. And this is the actual amendment with the big spaces to sign your name, each of you to sign. at the
Okay.
top and date it, please. Next item on your agenda is resolution, redevelopment commission resolution number 2026-10 of the Huntingburg Redevelopment Commission pledging tax increment. We have several people here tonight to talk about this and address any questions you might have. This is for the OFS project at Plan 18, correct?
Yeah, just very briefly, as you recall, back in April, you finalized the creation of a new allocation area in the industrial west economic development area. And now, since that was finalized, OFS Brands Holdings has requested that the Economic Development Commission consider recommending the approval of economic development bonds to apply to the cost of an economic development facility in that allocation area. There's a representative of OFS here, Mr. Kaiser can maybe fill in the details on that project. But tonight you're going to be asked to consider pledging 90% of the increment that's received from the increased assessed valuation in that allocation area toward the payment of economic development bonds. The proceeds of those bonds would be applied toward the facilities to be constructed by OFS Brands Holdings. So that's kind of the background.
Okay.
Bill Kaiser here on behalf of OFS Council. To follow up with Attorney Schneider's provisions about the bonds, this project is a project on the north side of Plan 18. OFS is constructing two additional facilities on to Plan 18, 120,000 square feet, spending approximately $12 million both to build those two facilities and then to put additional equipment in. And what's happening is these two facilities will continue to make certain that the prior investment of about $25 million in the machinery that's in Plan 18 that now makes and cuts the parts and pieces, for different furniture products that are getting assembled across the street in Plant 1 and in other plants around that piece of it. So it's going to allow OFS to continue to grow and expand its production and manufacturing here in Huntingburg. And that's one of the things that's found out is that as it's continuing to find greater utilization for that machinery that's in Plan 18, it needed additional facilities adjacent to it, both to store the product and then to stage that product, that raw product into the machinery. And then it will do some assembly. So what happens is in the northern part of this building, once those raw product are cut, they'll actually partially get assembled right next door. Again, increasing efficiency to make certain OFS can continue to expand. There will be additional jobs, and this investment we expect, as OFS will continue to grow, may lead to additional investment both in this facility. So as it constructed this facility, it has left opportunity for additional production and growth. This machinery can run 24/7. We're not quite there. OFS is not quite at 24/7. But the expectation at some point, this expansion will allow that facility to continue to grow and meet the needs here in Du Bois County. Just to be clear too, even though you're pledging this to the bonds, these bonds will be purchased by OFS, right? So there won't be any debt incurred by the city of Huntingburg with respect to these bonds. These are bonds that OFS will end up purchasing and pay for.
Thanks. And just so the commission remembers, you've been down this road before with other projects. There are a number of boards and commissions that all play a role in this. Obviously, the Redevelopment Commission, the Economic Development Commission will meet, the City Council will meet and have a role in it. The Plan Commission will have a role in it. So there are a lot of moving parts, and we started discussing this project probably well over a year ago. Yeah. So it's taken a while to get to this point, but Economic Development Commission, I believe, meets next Tuesday, a week from today.
Monday, wherever this
13th is. Yeah, 13th would be Monday. So yeah, that'll be the next step, and then it will go to the council, and then Plan Commission's already done their role back in April or May, so.
Angie Stino is here from Crow Municipal Finance Advisors, and they have done a study on the increment, the amount of increment that would be able to apply to debt service on bonds, and the maximum amount of bonds that could potentially be issued, because supported by the increment. If you have questions of her, she has a resolution. Hate to have you drive all the way down.
What you say, huh?
Yeah, we put it together, that's for sure.
Thank you all, Angie Stino with Crow. So Phil did a really good job kind of summing it up, but we looked at both the real property. It's coming on in 2 phases. So the first phase is almost complete. It kind of started this last year, right after we started the TIF declaratory process. There is personal property getting invested as well of about $2 million. And then the second phase on the real property side will come in the next year. So we really just sized the bonds looking at what we feel the TIF generated will support. It'll be a 25-year bond issue. I think important to know, as Phil mentioned, this will be included within the industrial park EDA. There is an allocation area within the EDA that just expired in January 15th of this year. So pay this year, pay next year will be the last year of TIF from that existing TIF. This one then will have its own life, captured separately. So we'll be able to identify what revenues are generated from what. And as Phil said, property taxes will get paid by OFS. They'll get set aside in an allocation fund, and then they will be paid a portion of those back towards the debt service since they're buying it themselves. So very similar to what you've all done and approved in the past.
What's the anticipated bond amount?
About 3.9 million. And we have assumed for purposes of sizing that personal property investment, it has about an 8-year life. There were changes to TIF areas on personal property that they're no longer subject to a 30% floor. So in the past, as a business owner, once you hit a 30% floor, you were continued to pay taxes on 30%, regardless of what the actual value of that property was. So that has been removed, and we've assumed that will be reinvested because of the idea that, hey, if you need 2 million to operate, you're going to probably need some type of investment going forward. But again, there's no recourse to the city. This really just allows OFS to be able to achieve that benefit if they do put that in at a later time as well. And we've kind of baked that into the sizing.
So with the 30% floor gone, are most companies, are you seeing going with tax pool 2 or staying with 2
On the depreciation
on
pool.
depreciation?
And that's across all the pools. So all the floors are
Are
very,
gone, okay.
yeah, it really just goes away. I think that was a benefit to the personal property side, given there were changes to the residential and everyone else with homestead deductions. That was something that the legislator then did to the business community, saying, hey, we're going to take this away so that once property is obsolete, you can roll it off and no longer pay. If it's still using it, then you're no longer subject to keeping it flat. You can actually pay a lesser value.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So do you have before you that proposed resolution?
I've got both. I've got signature copies for them.
Okay, again, the essence of the resolution is that it determines that you are recommending and committing to pledge 90% of the increment toward the bonds to be issued, the economic development bonds to be issued. Assuming that the council, the Economic Development Commission recommends it and the council approves it.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve resolution 2026-10?
I'll make a motion.
Jamie,
Second it.
Ellen? All right. Opposed? All right, passes.
Okay, that Paul.
I have you sign 2 of them. Your next meeting will be Tuesday, August 4th. Same time. Don't have any idea yet if anything's gonna be on the agenda or not, but I'll let you know if there are no claims to come before you. I will let you know.
Pass it down.
I wonder if I should just take all of that. The binder and.
So, yep.
If you don't mind, I'll take that.
So any public input, questions or discussion? Anything else?
It's just copies.
I'll make a motion. We adjourn.
I'll second.
Jamie second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. All right.
Thank you. Wow.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
no, you're fine. Let me- And then is this, who gave this to me, but is this Nick and Angelica that we need to sign since they're the president and secretary?
Let me follow you home.
And that was,
It's
that
the
was like an
minutes
hour
from
and
the
a half.
Yeah,
previous
that's true.
meetings.
There you
Two
go.
hours
Okay.
ago,
You're right.
Springston,
Let me get us.
I used to go
Yeah.
there, or her, whatever.
I used to go trout, actually.
Yeah, I have him sometimes.
Yeah, he's got like,